Welcome to my views and news. Monday's second video. Firstly, Mekelle, Tigray's capital city, where a drone strike was conducted last night. Secondly, drone strikes are ongoing on Oromia too. In a previous video, I think 3 to 4 days ago, I reported about drone strikes in Vashava, in Mita Velkaiti. Now drone strikes in another area of Vashava are being reported. Dozens of civilians have been killed. Graphic videos are being shared showing injured civilians they look like civilians in Oromia. And thirdly, viewers, a Pakistani journalist has been shot dead in Kenya. The journalist fled Pakistan because he said that his life was in danger. But last night he was shot dead in Kenya. Circumstances surrounding his death are mysterious in Pakistan. All types of rumors are being shared because the journalist was criticizing the Pakistani military establishment, its role in politics, so he had to flee. We have details for you. Firstly, viewers, Mekelle, Tigray's capital. We know that ground offensive towards Mekelle from multiple directions is underway. In a video a few hours ago, I reported about EDF and Afar ground offensive towards Tigray, towards Mekelle from Afar side, from Birale front, from other fronts as well. Ground push towards Mekelle is being made by federal and regional forces. Of course, Eritrean military is part of these operations too. Meanwhile, drone strikes on Mekelle are being reported. At least one drone strike is being confirmed, which happened on the night between Sunday and Monday. So it happened around 12 hours ago, more than 12 hours ago. Tigray, back news sources claim that civilians were targeted and one civilian was injured in this strike. No details of a target shared by Ethiopian federal government. We know that yesterday drone strikes were conducted on central Tigray to near Abiadi, Verkamba, Mekelle. To the west of Mekelle, several drone strikes were carried out by Ethiopian Air Force. The drone strike on Mekelle indicates that Mekelle city is still under the control of Tigray forces. Though ENDF and EDF Amhara forces, they are trying to take control of Mekelle from multiple sides, but drone strikes on Mekelle indicate that TDF is still in Mekelle. But reportedly, Tigray regional government, Tigray Defense Force, they have relocated their assets, their military assets, other assets into central Tigray in western direction. But still, it's not that they have completely left Mekelle, they're still in Mekelle. Ground push is ongoing. So far, we have not received any credible report that Ethiopian federal regional forces or Eritrean military have entered Mekelle. No, they have not entered, they could not enter Mekelle so far. Secondly, viewers, Oromia region, less reported while we are covering what is happening in northern Ethiopia. Ethiopian Air Force has intensified air strikes and drone strikes on Oromia. Obviously, government's target is OLA, but civilians are dying too. 3 days ago, I reported about drone strikes on Meta Velkaiti, which is in Vashtiva zone of Oromia, central Tigray. In that drone strike, dozens of people were killed. OLA fighters attacked this place, Meta Velkaiti, around 4 to 5 days ago. After that, drone strikes were conducted. And then yesterday on Sunday, again in Vasheva zone, Hufu Kabale, Chobi is the name of the place where drone strikes were conducted. Dozens of civilians were injured and killed in Sunday's drone strikes. Videos are being shared, very graphic videos. I cannot show the videos here. Videos show injured, killed, women can be seen as well. Civilians, they don't look like OLA fighters. It seems that civilians were hit by mistake or intentionally, but it seems that civilians were hit in the drone strikes conducted in Vasheva. Chobi is the place. Some say more than 50 were killed in Sunday's drone strikes. No statement from Ethiopian federal government so far. Why is that civilians are dying? If Ethiopian government wants to target OLA fighters in Oromia, it should ensure that civilians are protected. But Oromia is like a battleground now, that the way people are dying in Tigray, same is happening in Oromia too. We know that OLA fighters are trying to push towards central Oromia from western Oromia. Western Oromia has been the traditional stronghold, and after ENDF withdrew from Oromia around 2 months ago, when ENDF launched military operation against Tigray, and Tigray forces entered Wollo. After that, we saw that Oromo Liberation Army retook its lost areas in Western Oromia, Velaga, and from Western Oromia, OLA is now pushing towards Central Oromia. Vasheva is in Central Oromia. It shares border with Amhara region as well. It has been a zone where we have seen heavy fighting between government forces, OLA fighters, even Amhara forces, Amhara militia members. They have been involved in fighting as well in border areas, Oromia Amhara border area. So yes, there has been presence. There is presence of Oromo Liberation Army in Vasheva. But it is government's responsibility to protect civilians too. Reportedly, civilians have been injured and killed in Sunday's drone strikes in Vasheva. Lastly, there was a Pakistani journalist has been shot dead in mysterious circumstances in Kenya. Arshad Sharif is the name of the journalist who worked for ARY, a Pakistani news channel, but he was critical of Pakistani military establishment, which is the main pillar of power in Pakistan. Though Pakistan has democracy, elections are held too, but for decades, military remained in power in Pakistan, and military still has tremendous power in Pakistan. And Arshad Sharif was critical of Pakistani military establishment. He fled Pakistan. He took refuge in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi reportedly, but Abu Dhabi authorities told him to leave the country. From Abu Dhabi, he went to Kenya because for Pakistanis, visa-free entry in Kenya is available. So that is why he had Pakistani passport. So from Abu Dhabi, he went to Kenya. And yesterday, I think on the night between Sunday and Monday, he was traveling from Magadi towards Nairobi. Magadi town towards Nairobi. Along Magadi-Nairobi highway, there was a police checkpoint which was set up because there was incident of kidnapping of a child nearby. So his vehicle was reportedly stopped there, but the driver did not stop the vehicle, and police fired at the vehicle. He has been killed. His death has been confirmed. Kenyan police said that it was a case of mistaken identity. Arshad Sharif did not stop his vehicle since the kidnapper's vehicle was also on the move somewhere. So police thought it was kidnapper's vehicle. Police chased Arshad Sharif's vehicle. Police fired at the vehicle. Arshad Sharif's driver was injured, but he died. Now, uh, in Pakistan, all types of rumors are being shared that military establishment is behind the death of Arshad Sharif, that it is an incident of target killing, assassination. But Kenyan police says it was a case of mistaken identity, and now independent policing oversight authority is investigating this case. Arshad Sharif's vehicle was shot 9 times, and he received 2 bullets, one in his head. Obviously, he died on the spot, but his dead body was found around 70 kilometers away from where the incident happened. All types of rumors being shared. Kenyan police does not have a very presentable record when it comes to protection of civilians. And we know that Samson Michael, Ethiopian businessman, a few months ago, was kidnapped in broad daylight in Nairobi, Kenya. And still, I think he has not been recovered so far. His wife is crying for help. No one is helping. No one is there to tell where Samson Michael is. Question is, if Arshad Sharif's vehicle breached the checkpoint set up by security forces, police should have fired at the tires to deflate the tires, to stop the vehicle. And there was no firing from Arshad Sharif's vehicle on Kenyan police. Why is that Kenyan police fired directly at Arshad Sharif and he was fired in the head? So circumstances are mysterious. Pakistani military has issued a statement showing grief and extending condolences to Arshad Sharif's family, but rumors are being spread. Maybe this independent policing oversight authority of Kenya can find the real reason, the real cause of the death of Arshad Sharif. Was he shot dead by mistake by Kenyan police? Or is there a new twist to this story? Arshad Sharif was on the run. No doubt about that. Some other Pakistani journalists are on the run as well. Several, I can name several. Why are they on the run? Because in Pakistan, they cannot question military establishment's role in politics. Military establishment has tremendous clout in Pakistani politics. Thank you for watching.